Half of marriages end in divorce. The other half aren't always happy either. So why are we still doing this? Is marriage outdated, or is the way we approach it broken? Today, we put marriage on trial. The case for, the case against, and what almost everyone gets wrong about the institution. First, the case for. Despite the cynicism, the data on marriage is surprisingly clear. Married people live longer, healthier, with lower depression and chronic disease rates. Economists treat marriage like a public health intervention. Married couples also build wealth faster, not just because two incomes beat one, but because shared decisions compound. Homes earlier, bigger savings, less risk of falling into poverty. Children raised by married parents do measurably better in school, in mental health, in income later in life. And in an age where loneliness is the new public health crisis, marriage offers something hard to replicate, a built-in person, every day, for decades. But the case against is just as serious because marriage isn't only a relationship, it's a legal structure. And legal structures have winners and losers. In the US, around 40 to 50% of first marriages end in divorce, and the exit is rarely clean. Joint debt, asset division, alimony, years of legal entanglement, the exit can be more expensive than the relationship was rewarding. Marriage was designed when people lived to 40. Now it asks two people to stay aligned for 60 years, across every shift in who they are. Then there's the legal reality. Marriage protects vulnerable partners, but it also locks in obligations that didn't exist before the ceremony. Spousal support, inheritance defaults, property assumptions. You're not just marrying a person, you're inheriting a contract written by the state. So is marriage outdated? To answer that, you have to understand what marriage even is, because most of us are arguing about the wrong thing. For most of history, marriage wasn't about love. It was about survival, property, alliances. Love marriages, adults choosing each other freely, are barely 200 years old. Marriage didn't decay, the purpose did. What was an economic contract became an emotional commitment. Same word, same ceremony, completely different demand. Which brings us to the answer, and it's not the one either side wants to hear. Marriage isn't outdated, defaulting into it is. The problem isn't the institution, it's people walking into it on autopilot. Because everyone else did, because the wedding looked nice, because 30 felt close. Most bad marriages were never bad choices, they were never choices at all. The right question isn't, should we marry? It's, should we marry? With the emphasis on the we, same values, same view of money, of kids, of freedom. Marriage works when it's a deliberate, ongoing choice between two adults who understand what they're signing up for. It fails when it's a default. What's your take? Is marriage outdated or just badly entered? Drop a comment. If this gave you something to think about, hit subscribe.